LGBTQ plus rights and U.S. politics heavily featured at the United States' largest arts festival, Art Basel, Miami. Argentinian-born mega collector Jorge Pérez believes that despite the chilling effect of the state's increasingly right-wing politics, Florida's low-tax, pro-business approach has contributed to another revival of Miami's cultural scene, which has mushroomed with the influx of wealthy individuals and corporations since the pandemic. Earlier this year, he wrote to Art Basel's management saying he refused to set foot in Florida for the Miami Fair this week after the so-called Don't Say Gay bill was passed by the states in March. Dystopia has become an all-too-familiar scene in U.S. politics, but Florida's shift from swing states to solid red, Republican-dominated, is of particular concern to some of the leading cultural figures in Miami. Challenging issues are being confronted in exhibitions at Art Basel. Gabriel Longo set up his gallery Jupiter in March to give a platform to artists from different socio-cultural backgrounds. He noted the number of polarizing figures in Miami, but also points out how his colleagues in the gallery world, quote, tend to represent political values that completely contradict what the average Miami person thinks, end quote. The Dallas-based artist Leslie Martinez has showing a suite of new abstract paintings with the Texan Gallery and Now. Martinez said, their work emerges from the artist's trans non-binary identity and ancestral history in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas-Mexico border. Well, that sounds fun. Fun fact for people who are watching this, I have been going to Miami Artwork since 2008. I've been doing that every year nonstop, except, during the pandemic years when there was no fair. And it is always fun to see the diversity of artists. And this year is really brilliant. I went to a couple of the fairs. I didn't go to the main Art Basel fair because that one's quite difficult to get into. It's always a mob scene there. But it is this is 1 week that we're waiting in traffic and battling it out with all the crowds. It's completely worth it to get some culture in Miami.
It's interesting, Thursday when Fay and I were doing at Care Resource, they're right at Biscayne Boulevard and
35th, yeah.
And 35th. And so everybody was concerned about the traffic. And I haven't ever been to Basel. And now I understand its importance. First, it's a traffic driver in the entire city of Miami. And Thursday night, when we did the World AIDS Day, I hear the announcement and for Art Basel, 100 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 100% of all tickets were sold. It is the largest art festival in the United States. Quite amazing.
Quite
for
amazing.
South Florida.
Like the first artist that you mentioned, Bobby, was about the only person who boycotted Basel, because Basel was just completely filled with just tons and tons of celebrities and everything. It's the who's who of everyone that comes down for Art Week, right? But it's an opportunity also for artists that maybe do support LGBTQ plus to touch all these different people from all over the world and express their political values, their visions, whatever it is, in one place. And the amount of people, the traffic that they get is just incredible.
Queer artists are pretty well represented in these fairs. Don't get me wrong, they don't necessarily have a section dedicated to queer artists, but you'll see plenty of Warhols, plenty of Keith Harings, plenty of many artists who are from known to unknown who show their work there, and it is fantastic, and I enjoy my experience.
One final note to my friend Dan Rios, who is one of the top LGBT tourism voices in America at Miami Beach's Convention and Visitors Bureau. He would ask me to remind you, plan on coming to Miami in December of 2023 because you don't want to miss Art Basel.
And this year we celebrated 20 years of Art Basel. So a commitment to Art Basel, and a quick thanks to Newly for dressing me all week during Art Basel. This is a subscription, a rental of
Charles, I have got to meet your friend because we've got to move on. I'm sorry. We got to move on.
All right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.